Hello again. Good morning, everyone. Sorry, we had a little bit of some troubleshooting to do. Glad that was quick to fix.
You found it.
I'm really happy about that.
Sometimes it's a real struggle.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, like you said, or what you were trying to say, good looking day today. Yeah. I know you were doing like the hand gestures. I'm like, you got it.
Yeah. We're going to deal with fog this morning. It's not a widespread blanket of fog, but pockets of patchy fog, which sometimes to me is almost more concerning because you drive along, your confidence goes up, like this is not an issue, and then all of a sudden you get into an area where the visibility drops quickly. So kind of keep that in mind. Give yourself a little extra time for the commute. Again, there's no dense fog advisory. It's not a blanket, but there are some areas out there. I'm going to talk about near record heat. We'll talk about a rain chance Thursday, a cool down, get you into the weekend weather, another system coming after that. Lots to dig into. I'll do that in just a little bit.
Okay, awesome. Well, before we dig into all of that, we do have a story out of Washington this morning. Yesterday, there was a city council meeting in the city of Washington, and a lot of people showed out for it, and it was for something that wasn't on the agenda. It was actually a topic of conversation that was fueled on social media. One of the council members posted something on Facebook just talking about the ways the aquatic center has been costing the city and its taxpayers quite a bit of money, and they're trying to find a way to help lower those costs for taxpayers. And you know, they're asking input from the community to see how they can do this, and some of the ideas that have been kind of brought up in conversation, takeover from the YMCA, some other just ways to just lower the costs there, the utility costs there. So a lot of people went out and showed support for the aquatic center. They want this still in place. They want this owned by the city of Washington. So a lot of people were there to talk about it.
I think the turnout says a lot.
Yes.
When you get that kind of turnout, then the community this is something that matters to them. They want to try to figure it out. That's half the battle, I think, is getting the people to show up, which they did. A lot of discussions, a lot of talks. Hopefully they can figure this out.
Yeah, so let's take a look at how that all went yesterday.
Dozens of Washington residents filled the city council room Monday night defending the Moore Aquatic and Fitness Center. The community response comes after Washington City Councilman Joe Davis made a Facebook post raising concerns about the facility's cost to taxpayers. In the post, Davis said the city has lost about $2.2 million over the last 5 years, subsidizing the facility. In the post, Davis asked residents to add their input on possible paths forward, including keeping the pool as it is, partnering with the YMCA, or redirecting the subsidy to lower utility costs. A petition was created by one resident to, quote, protect the center from closure or YMCA takeover, voicing how it stands as a key pillar of the community. It has over 500 signatures.
I know that it wasn't formally placed on the agenda, but when informal chatter is going on online, the City Council really does need to address it head on.
During the meeting, Councilman Antoine Horton questioned Davis on where he got the information from, with Mayor Pro Tem Nick Fritz speaking on his behalf.
When we are looking at these budgets, we're looking at dollars and cents of the citizens of Washington.
Councilman Davis says the discussion is about finding a way to lower costs for residents in the city.
We were elected for a specific reason, that was to lower taxes. And so in order to do that, I think we're going to look at every possible avenue where we could lower taxes.
In Washington, Charlene Richards, WITN News.
Yeah, so of course that conversation is going to continue, just still continuing to seek out input from residents there. Like you said, it really does speak numbers, seeing that big crowded room there. People had signs, people had posters to show their support. Yes, exactly.
And once you use a facility like that, I've used the Greenville Aquatics and Fitness Center. We used to do that regularly. These are wonderful parts of the community. It's one of these community places where people come out and they interact and make friends. It becomes kind of part of the fabric of the community. So, and that one over there looks nice. I like the architecture of the building. Looks beautiful. Haven't been in that one, but hopefully they can come to a good solution here where all parties are hopefully at least semi-happy when it's all said and done.
And the timing here, I mean, feels like pool season with the temperatures out there.
Yeah, a lot of people thinking, where's the water? And more so tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be like a seek water kind of day. We may feel like 90. We'll be close to 90 on the thermometer tomorrow. Let's jump in. Let me take a look at some of those live cams and we'll dig into the heat if you will. That is just a cool shot, at least from my perspective, looking out of the Grifton Tower camera. If you didn't know what you were looking at immediately, you're going to have to look at it hard to see what the heck you got here. Grifton is right in the middle of that shot. A couple of lights there under that fog deck. That's patchy fog down there over southern Pitt County. Just looks awesome. And then above the camera, there's a dry slot at camera level, and then some moisture above the camera, mid-level clouds. Those mid-level clouds up there, that's what's keeping the fog from thickening at the surface. When the skies are clear overhead, the fog is more apt or likely to thicken up. When you have clouds overhead, typically the fog won't get as thick because it doesn't cool as well at the surface. You got to get that cooling at the surface. New Bern, you look good. Those clouds keeping you out of fog. 53 degrees, cool degrees. And then we take you over to Washington, where it's 53. And that fog getting a little bit thicker over there. It's still above a quarter of a mile without fog advisories. I'm thinking light jackets probably out the door. Another cool shot down by the inlet there. That's very close to the Oregon Inlet, just to the right of that shot. The port there, the crane's out of the port. 59 on the thermometer, and you see that orange hue. These kind of mornings, you get some really cool pictures. When the sunlight hits the bottom of those mid-level clouds, you get refraction, we call it. It breaks up those colors, and you get those neat, those cool orange or pink hues to the sunrise. All right, fog, pockets of it from Washington. We show you that Washington camera. That verifies well with what we're seeing right there. Over to Hyde County and around Lake Mattamuskeet, Stumpy Point, a little bit of fog out that way. And then down towards the Crystal Coast, Jacksonville to Stella, Pelletier, Havelock, little fog. I'm looking at the red shaded areas here from Kinston down in towards, I would say, Weiss Forks in Jones County, some fog as well. But visibility's a quarter of a mile or better across the board and climbing, so we're doing okay there. Let's get into the forecast headlines for the day. Fog gets out, sunshine gets in over the next few hours, and we get that temperature just blazing, racing upward from the mid-50s now to the low 80s. At least that's what I'm forecasting later today. Satellite radar. This is a 12-hour loop. I went back to yesterday evening and just looped you through the overnight. There's those clouds that have come in just in time to keep that fog from going nuts this morning. 55 in Greenville, some 40s to the north. And then down to the coast, closer to 60 degrees from Kitty Hawk, Nag's Head, Kill Devil Hills, down through Hatteras and down to the Crystal Coast as well. Cool start to the day. And no wind, air temps later today. I mentioned those 80s. That's a good looking map for us later today. If you're on the coast, low to mid 70s. Those of you along Highway 17 inland, 82-ish degrees this afternoon. More sun than clouds. Winds under 10. Checking all the good weather boxes as we go through the day. Once the fog's out of here, you can see that wind today under 10. Watch tomorrow. The wind stays out of the south tomorrow. Let me get you tomorrow morning. Wait, there, stop that clock. South wind at about 6, and then ramping it up tomorrow, 10, 15, 20 on that wind tomorrow afternoon. Deeper southerly flow, more warmth on that south wind. That's why I think we'll be in the record territory tomorrow. 86, 87 degrees tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow morning, low 60s. That'll do it. So no jacket tomorrow morning, in all likelihood. All right, we'll take a look at the big perspective. Strong cold front out west. That's our Thursday rain chance. That front. Let's track it. Rain stays out of our hair today and tomorrow. Quiet up and down the East Coast. Big thunderstorms along that front from Chicago to Dallas and all points in between today. Severe weather possible. Tornadoes as well back there. And then tomorrow, still talking severe weather along the front to the west. But over us, we're good. Watch as I roll that clock forward. The rain generally weakens the intensity, and the front is outpacing the rain. That's important. Usually the front lags the rain, and you get that real warm air feeding the thunderstorms. With this particular front, front comes through, then the rain follows. Cooler air lowers the chance for any thunderstorms or severe weather. Doesn't mean we may not get a stray storm ahead of the front, but this is looking like a low impact thunderstorm front. Rain in the afternoon, noon to midnight Thursday, 12-hour window. Noon to midnight Thursday, that's your rain window, the way it looks right now. And that means Friday we're good. Map goes quiet. Cool day Friday, but that warm air to the west wants that roll right back over us. Saturday, Sunday, we're back into nice weather. Highs in the low to mid 70s. Quick look at Thursday. Watch that rain. That's 1 p.m. Thursday. Dry at sunrise, noonish, early afternoon. Showers moving in. The 70s falling. Front comes in. Temps start falling. Rain moves in. A rumble of thunder perhaps. And then, boy, in the 40s potentially by 3, 4 o'clock. And you are looking at what the model is trying to paint some snow up there towards Roanoke Rapids, maybe a Husky, Thursday, late afternoon, evening. I think it's a long shot, and even if it happens, nothing accumulating. But it really just drives home how quickly the temps are going to tumble Thursday. 70s in the morning, 40s in the afternoon, with rain coming through as we bring the front through. Rain totals about 1/4 of an inch, a little less south, maybe a little more to the north on Thursday. We could use more than that, but I don't see much there. 83 today, 87 tomorrow. Thursday tracking the raindrops, stray rumble of thunder in there, and then those 60s Friday to 70s Saturday. Sunny. Sunday to Monday, another storm system brings another rain chance late Sunday. Don't cancel Sunday plans. This looks like a late afternoon arrival. Could change, but right now I think we're okay. Sunday night, Monday, some rain moves through, and then a dramatic chill down Tuesday potentially with highs in the 40s. And that means maybe freezing temps Tuesday night and next week. We should avoid that Thursday night, that 36. Next week, though, maybe a 30 or a 31.
Okay, it's funny to talk about that yet again after, we've had a good run here of 80s and 70s, and it's been really beautiful out there. Even, the overnight temps have been pretty mild out there.
I agree.
But,
yeah. It's early
all
for
things
this.
come
And
to an
I
end
think
sometimes.
everybody realizes
Yeah.
this is atypical.
Right,
This is just normal high is 63. The low should be around 40. So, yeah, to be talking about 80s this many days, this early in the season, we don't do that too often. And we will for another couple of days. And then, the weekend looks great as well, though.
True, yeah.
70s for the weekend before that potential big chill down early next week. Many more days to enjoy the good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Just talking about that rain chance Thursday, like you said, not too much rain. Doesn't look like our rainfall right now is looking super significant.
I'm not seeing more than half an inch.
Yeah.
If we get over that, we'll be doing really well. Looks more like 1/4 of an inch of rain.
Okay.
Got to watch if the front does slow down a little bit. We may get a few storms ahead of it late morning. I'm not seeing much of that. I'm not too worried about a severe weather risk, nor is the Storm Prediction Center for that matter. They have not put us in any kind of risk for Thursday. Should be all right, but you always got to watch.
Of course.
When the fronts are this strong and the air temps in the mid-70s, keep an eye on the radar on Thursday.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you for all the updates, Jim. And thank you all for joining us this morning. We have a few people over on Facebook joining us. Good morning to Susan down in Stumpy Point. Hope you have a great day as well. Good morning to you, George and Casey. Casey saying that it's beautiful with this weather. Couldn't agree more. Love being outside.
And George says hopefully the chill down won't last much more than a day or two. George, the longer term warm weather is right around the corner. So yeah, these little cold snaps when they come in, they don't last as long. They're not as cold. The writing's on the wall. It won't be much longer before the norms are in the 80s and the 60s at night. So
and the 90s.
Yeah, enjoy the little chilly ones that we still get. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, we can't keep talking about that. We'll just enjoy these 70s and 80s that we have right now. But thank you so much again for joining us. We'll be back at 8 a.m. for another news and weather update. Have a great day.